Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome to the Siege of Highgarden. This is going to be a follow-up battle to the one I did a couple days ago where Jaime took on his father, Tywin Lannister. After defeating Tywin Lannister, he has now moved up his army, ready to siege Highgarden. Obviously this isn't Highgarden, but it's, the best we can do in Attila Total War. As well as that, this battle is extremely long, being 51 minutes, and I've watched quite a lot of it, and these players don't seem like they're kind of like playing at full force. They're taking things extremely slowly. So because of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cutting this replay up to make just kind of keep the most interesting parts in the battle, instead of just having units sitting around not doing anything for like 10 minutes. So because of that, hopefully you guys will enjoy it and get full of the action, but don't worry, we won't miss anything. I'll make sure I catch all the interesting bits, and this is obviously down to you guys absolutely smashing the like target I set on the previous battle. Now if we hit 400 likes on this video, as we beat 400 likes easily on the previous one, if we break 400 likes on this video, what I will do is I'll play a Siege of Casterly Rock, and I have an amazing custom map ready for that battle. So if you guys want to see that, hit the like button down below, comment letting me know you want to see it, and I'll go ahead and bring that to you either on Sunday or sometime next week. But trust me, it is the best map on Attila. It's got a really cool castle on top of a massive rock with like a cliff edge. There's also a village in front of it which we can fight over, and I'll make sure to get 2 people or 3 people to come play with me. We'll do large armies and it will be absolutely spectacular. So yeah, if you're looking forward to that, make sure to hit the like button down below. But yeah, Jaime has come up with a full force of pretty elite soldiers, lots of pikemen, lots of guardsmen ready to storm the walls. So Jaime's force, as you can see, has lots of guardsmen on his front line, as well as pushing up his battering ram and the rest of his siege towers as well. Then as we go back to his other kind of like more reinforcement line, we do have some guardsmen spears along with more of these Lannister pikemen. So lots of pikemen ready to storm the city, as well as 2 catapults, which should be really useful at maybe making some breaches. He also has a load of these longbows archers as well, which again will be really vital to winning this battle. If we look at the Tyrell army, we can see that they have pretty much just an army of these guardsmen, levies, and the guardsmen sword infantry. I believe there's another one right over here. Yeah, it's basically just an army of these. Some of them have spears, some of them have swords. They also have a few pikemen set up towards the end of Highgarden. You can see the pikemen right here. And then they also have a sneaky unit of knights right here. Hopefully they can maybe try and catch the enemy line off guard. But let's go ahead and get this battle started, as the Lannisters do try and storm the walls. They are pushing up their weakest units first with the Lannisport levies. These guys really aren't very good, and I think the elite forces of House Tyrell will easily be able to dispatch these levies. I wouldn't even be surprised if the levies can't even penetrate the Tyrell armor, if I'm honest. They're also moving around their siege towers, which is a good idea. They could have easily maybe deployed their soldiers over here to begin with, but attacking from 2 angles is definitely a smart move. They've got their guardsmen making their way up. It does look like, though, that this ladder has actually set fire. That is really unfortunate for the levies. That's going to be really good news for the guardsmen of the House Tyrell, because they can just kind of cut up the rest of these guys who are now trapped up here. Definitely outmatched as well. As you can just see, they all just get slaughtered. Bodies dropping to the ground. Amazing. The battering ram is also getting pushed up as well. Always looks awesome just to follow the battering ram along under heavy missile fire. We've got the siege towers. And then the guardsmen. These swordsmen are really going to have to do some work, because the Lannisters definitely outnumber the enemy pretty heavily. I think they outnumber them by around about 2.5 feet. They had double their numbers, but that doesn't really mean a lot. Are the guardsmen actually going to be pushing out the gates? It's not a bad idea. But I'm not sure if these guys have just glitched out here or what. They could have easily just glitched out here trying to kill the rest of the Lannisport levies, which won't be a great idea, because yeah, as I can see, you can just see these guardsmen can now just run directly into the side of these guys and surround them and kill them, whereas if they were up in the fort holding a choke point, that'd be much, much better. There we have it. But I think, yeah, these guys actually have golden experience as well, so that's going to be hard. That's going to be extremely hard for these guys to hold this position, especially with the towers. Oh, and nice for javelins. This is going to be a slaughter against the Lannisters. The javelins are just unleashing their spears onto the open side, the exposed side of the Lannisters, as more of their infantry comes flying in. But Especially as more infantry comes in as well. These guys have so much ammunition. This is going to be a turkey shoot with a javelin man. An absolute turkey shoot with the help of the towers as well. That's going to be so good. Are these catapults still not shooting? What have the catapults been shooting at? I can't even see what they've been shooting at. None of this has really been destroyed whatsoever. I know they've been hitting this wall a bit, but they're not focusing down one part of the wall at all. I have a moment with javelins, man. How many kills are they up to? They're up to 55 kills so far. How about these guys? These guys are up to 156. Wow. And now the Tyrell infantry is going to retreat back. They've managed to close off the majority of the Lannister forces from pushing, and I imagine we'll see the gate closing any second now, as the javelins just continue to throw their spears down here. What a bloody battle. Look at this Lannister soldier. He's just on the ground. He's holding his stomach as the spear just goes through him. That's brutal. The gate closes and the battering ram continues to move up. So this is some pretty fun action at the beginning of this battle as more of the men-at-arms make their way up the siege tower. These siege towers are still making their way around. And here we go. But what remains of this unit of guardsmen are going to be charging into the men-at-arms of House Lannister, pushing up the walls, trying to keep them at bay, because the longer they hold these towers, the better. But I mean, it's just these javelins, man. Look at them. They just have such perfect kind of like look, like right in the side of the Lannisters as well. That is brutal. I would not be a fan of these guys. So the gate does now get smashed down, so the Lannisters can push in. And if I was them, I would flood this position right now, because it doesn't like the Tyrells have too much infantry up here. They have a couple units of sword infantry, but not really a ton ready to hold this position. I would use my weight of numbers just to really make my way in. Because I imagine what we're going to see is these javelins, who are still actually getting some nice volleys off, are going to be getting surrounded and killed now. Oh no, but this unit of Lannisport levies are actually routed. Wow. These guys need to go after the javelins, because the javelins still have some ammunition left. Just kill them. For the love of God, kill them and take these towers out. These Attila towers must be racking up so many kills. Here we go. Nice move there by the Lannister player. Jaime Lannister's going to be proud of his infantry here. But again, they have golden chevrons, and in this mod, having golden chevrons really makes your units OP. Like, that makes a huge difference, giving them all this experience. And these towers are just so delayed. Like, what are these towers doing right now? Why are they just staying here and waiting? I don't really understand. It's like a lot of things happen in this battle. I'm not sure if it's desynced or what. I don't think it's desynced. But yeah, like, these units just kind of just sit here for a while and don't really do a lot. And then they finally move. It's like they kind of just were busy doing something else and they just kind of jumped in. But it's a cool battle nonetheless, and I promised it to you guys, so I thought I'd do it. And obviously with me cutting out all these boring bits as well, hopefully the battle won't be too bad. But yeah, I sat here and watched it for like 40 minutes, and I was like, a lot of the time, like, units just don't, like, just attack them. Sometimes we have units just sitting there taking missile fire and they can charge them. It's all a bit weird, but I promised this battle to you guys, so I'm going to deliver on it. And hopefully we can do the Battle of Casterly Rock as the artillery shells come flying in, burning so many of the Lannister soldiers there. Holy crap, look at this Lannister soldier just screaming in agony as he goes flying down to the ground. The next kind of catapult hits are coming in as well. Holy crap, they need to duck, dive, dodge, duck and dive to avoid them. Thankfully though, the Highgarden levies are almost dead. I'm just waiting for these more catapult hits to come in, because if they can kill these guardsmen, a lot of the Lannister army does consist of these spearmen and pikemen. So if they can kill the guardsmen, that's going to be huge. Just like this catapult hit, just sending the soldiers flying. This guy just drops to the ground. Attila is a beautiful game. It really is. Like, the graphics in Attila are just spectacular. Thankfully, this shot does miss. Did it hit one guy there? No, this guy was already dead, thank God. Another one coming off. Thankfully, this one's going to miss as well. Or is it? It hits a few soldiers. Wow, the explosion range on that is just crazy. These Lannisters need to get out of range. Thankfully, 2 of them shots missed, because if they both got a decent hit, that would have been catastrophic for their lines. I think they're going to be trying to focus down these missiles now as well. Killing the missiles is a key for the Tyrells to hold this. If they want to hold this, they need to make sure that none of these missiles survive. They need to use their missiles to kill them, and then maybe this catapult as well as their cavalry unit they have outside the city. Does look like the catapult is going to be holding fire as the Lannister forces do push on to the main line of House Tyrell. But it's a pretty thin line, you know. Like, granted, the Tyrell infantry is extremely elite and everything like that, but it's a thin line. If the Lannisters break through, there's not really a lot here to stop these guys from just flooding in. But we can just see the pure strength of House Tyrell really getting stuck in. Then golden chevrons are going to be extremely useful as this hay bale just turns bloody, as many bodies are being buried in it right now. More Lannisters are being engaged. They're also pushing up some crossbowmen. Some of their longbowmen have been advanced up here to help out. Good. I think the House Lannister forces are slowly breaking their way forward, but they're definitely losing a lot of men. And all these guys could easily rout. A few men are trying to break their way forward, and they're actually going to rout trying to do that. So the Tyrell line is holding. And I mean, they're doing a great job of it. They are killing so many of these Lannisters. If we look at the balance of power, we can see that the numbers have just dropped dramatically for House Lannister, losing 600 men, whereas the Tyrells have only lost 300. Yeah, they're just cutting these guys apart. We do have some more reinforcements making their way up. These Tyrell sword infantry are being pushed up to the fight, so this is going to help them out. And again, finally, these siege towers are now being pushed up to the battle. It's a bit late because they could have easily have come round to stop, help this engagement. But, you know, better late than never, I guess. They're going to be making their way to this part of the wall. As this unit does look like it's about to go down, more infantry is being committed over to this fight, which is smart as the archers do come up here as well. The archers are going to be a great unit to start volleying over here. I imagine though we will start seeing some of the Tyrell crossbowmen and archers focusing them down whilst they can. Yeah, more reinforcements for House Tyrell, and a lot of the Lannisters here can break. And the thing is, as well, is a lot of the guardsmen are dead for House Lannister, and they're kind of stuck with these spearmen now. There's a few swordsmen sprinkled out in the front lines, but their units are very depleted. And these spearmen are going to be no match whatsoever for the swordsmen, because in this game, in this mod, the swordsmen cut through spearmen really effectively. And I think we're going to see a lot of kills going off onto this unit of guardsmen, especially with the missile fire coming in as well from these crossbows. The crossbows are shooting up and over, trying their best to whittle down as many of these men as possible. As the trees do just burn, that looks so cool. Oh my god, look how red this hay bale has gone. That is pretty insane. These siege towers, if these siege towers were here 5 minutes earlier, they could have easily have overwhelmed the position. Here we go, nice little archer volley coming in. Many of them finding their mark. Many of them finding their mark and sending these guys to the ground. And there we go. Look how many Lannister soldiers are just simply routing. The Lannisters are going to be doing a smart move here, though, and throwing their own archers down, trying to take out these crossbows when they can. The more volleys they get off, the easier it will be. Don't really look like they're doing that much damage, though. I was kind of expecting a lot more damage to come out. Like, there's a few of these guys dropping, but not too many. And then the crossbow fire is going to be turning to these longbows now. So if we look to see what's left, oh, here we go. It's good thing I didn't miss this. I was about to go ahead and have a look at what's left of House Lannister. But we're going to get on board with these knights as they just get closer and closer. And I mean, the archers do see this. I don't understand, though, why none of this cavalry is coming over to protect the archers. They're pretty much just giving them up. Maybe the archers are actually on auto fire, and Jaime Lannister hasn't seen this. I guess that's going to be the case. The archers are coming out, trying to get as many shots off, but they're just going to get slaughtered. This is 3 units of archers just sitting here as the Reach Knights come pouring into the battle and just runs them through. Where is the support? Where is the Lannister cavalry to stop this? It's just sitting here. Few of the archers are going to be trying to stop, but I mean, if we look at the kills on this unit of guardsmen, we're up to 170 kills already, and that number is going up extremely quickly. As well as that, the knights still aren't moving for House Lannister, meaning that this unit can just move into the front lines and kill the catapult crew now, or anything else that's in their way. I mean, that was just a devastating blow from House Lannister. These guys are up to 230 kills, they've ran down all these archers, meaning that there's 3 less archers now ready to take this kind of last plaza. You know, how are they going to get through all these pikemen who are just put here? It's going to be extremely hard for them to achieve that. Especially now that these guys are moving in, and finally House Lannister do realise what is going on. But the damage is almost being done. The knights are moving in to counteract these guys. But I mean, these House Tyrell guardsmen have done their job. Yeah, 340 kills. That is insane. And that could have been so easily avoided. House Tyrell definitely getting a nice outward assault right there. So the Tyrell infantry is finally going down. I wonder how many kills they managed to rack up towards the end. 300 on that one. And 300 on both of them? Yeah, 300 pretty much on both of these units. That's not exactly what I'm saying. Like, the spearmen just can't really do enough damage to the swordsmen. They're just way too maneuverable. And then we have another unit being committed. I imagine we will see, yeah, more infantry being poured out of the city. We have a unit right here being pushed out, and these guys are going to be, I guess, going towards the main defense of the walls where the siege towers have just landed. As we see these guys just marching through the streets. The final plaza in the background. These guys always look so amazing as well. House Tyrell have the best looking units in this mod, I think. Hands down. So yeah, they're going to be committing this. This is just such a good opportunity. Just run through this unit. There's 2 of them there. Run through them and go and surround this unit of guardsmen right here. You could kill them so quickly. I don't understand why this isn't happening. There's just so many things. Oh my lord. The artillery sending soldiers flying as well. I just feel like so much more stuff could be happening right now, which would just make this battle's pretty much over. You know, look, just commit your soldiers here. Get these archers to be shooting them in the back, completely surround them. Probably be able to rout them straight off the bat. So then we're going to have a little assault force right here. And I mean, these Tyrell swordsmen will be able to hold. They've got golden chevrons and their guardsmen, whereas these guys are just simply men at arms. So they're not as good. They're not as heavily trained. They don't have as much armor. Their weapons aren't as good. I think we're also going to see this unit of swordsmen go over here as well. The towers are definitely not helping either. Thankfully, a lot of the towers are being taken care of. But yeah, we're going into a more of a defensive stance, and they need to be a bit more aggressive. Oh, look, you see that? Look at that! Oh my god, that was awesome. That was so sick. I love that animation when they jump into the spear wall and they just pierce them in midair. It's such a cool assault. Like, I literally love that kill animation. It's so awesome. The longbows are going to be helping out a little bit, but I mean, these guys are just going to cut them down. How many kills are they already on? 50 kills already on that chart. They've just decimated this unit of spears. And these pikemen are going to be pushed up to try and help out now. But even the pikemen are getting surrounded before they even get their spears down. Oh, House Lannister, Jaime. I guess this does show, you know, Jaime isn't a strategist. Jaime's a fighter, but he's not a great commander. Granted, he did obviously prove himself in the in Riverrun. He definitely showed he was a decent commander there, but you know, he got ruined by Robb Stark on the field of battle when he got surprised when Robb Stark sacrificed his 2,000 men to go and take the rest of his army, the rest of his 18,000 men over to defeat Jaime. And I think Jaime had something like 30,000 soldiers, and he got taken off guard and defeated. Oh, the Lannisters are just getting cut down right now. We look at the balance of power, we can see that they have around about 30, for 3,030, they have about 30 men left. No, they have 30 good men. As long as it's 30 good men, that's all that matters. No, they have about 3,000 soldiers left, and the Tyrells are definitely losing men, but I mean, just not at the rate which the Lannisters are. We also have some positions over here which are currently being taken. Killing these towers is a good idea, but they're just losing a lot of men to do this. So cool. Basically what happens now is there's quite a long pause. There's a little bit of fighting going on here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. Actually, I guess it's still a little bit more action as the pikemen move up a bit. So we'll stay with it, but there's going to be a little bit of a lull in the battle in a second, which I'll make sure to cut out. As the Tyrells go toe-to-toe with the men-at-arms. Even though they are outnumbered, their quality is definitely proving. Some of the Lannisters even having axes to try and hack away at the shields. That's an awesome little stab right there. Oh, he just chopped off his leg. Jesus Christ. That was brutal. But he does finally go down after that. Awesome looking spin move right there. The kill animations are so sick. The pikemen have now been put down. Now this is good. Having the pikemen keeping the enemy at a distance is great. But it does look like the Tyrells are doing a great job at actually closing the distance. And obviously, once they have to drop their pike and put out their sword, they're going to be pretty useless because the Tyrell infantry are just going to be able to kill them really effectively. More and more of the infantry just need to start pouring in. Like, there are still some being dispatched over to its right flank, which is a good idea. But yeah, these pikemen definitely need to be pushed up here, as we do have some more artillery shells coming off. That one, oh my god, direct hit onto the guardsmen. Killing 30 of them in one volley. Wow. That is disgusting. 30. If they can get a few more shots off, I think they've got one more volley off. Have they got any ammunition left or they run out? I think they've got 1 or 2 catapults left. Any of these guys? Yeah, they got one catapult shot left. Make it count. I think at the moment it's glitching out and not shooting. There we have it. The Tyrells have managed to beat these guys back. And the rest of the Lannisters are pretty much just going to be moving into position. Thankfully, this unit is going to go down eventually. But what we're going to do now is we're going to skip ahead as another shot comes in and thankfully misses. We're going to skip ahead until the action really does kick off again. So probably by the time we are back, all of this kind of outer layer would have been defended. And hopefully we'll be engaging on the final battle. So I'll see you guys when the action picks up again. Okay guys, we are back as the Tyrells do not give up an inch of the city without fighting. The Lannisters are pouring in. The Lannisters actually just managed to get a really nice little charge off against the crossbows right here. However, as you can see, the rest of their army is now being deployed to this battle. They have a good position over here. Pretty much what you missed as well is some of the Lannisters getting slaughtered by pikes over here. And this little engagement, which is still going on right now, as the Lannisters do go ahead and completely envelop them, taking this flag point, which should hopefully give them a morale buff to their forces, which will be kind of nice. And the rest of the Lannisters pushing into the city. We have their pikemen pretty much completely in the city now. More of them just pouring in, which is great, because they're going to need all the forces they have to go ahead and surround this. It's going to be a hard fight for sure, because there are a lot of pikemen. These Javies are actually moving down. I wonder what they're going to do. Oh, the Javies are just going to open up on the Lannisters. Oh, this is a really smart move. Now, granted, they're probably going to finish off their Tyrell unit of spears here, which could have maybe have held for quite a while. But I think this is worth it. They're going to kill so many Lannister soldiers right now. The Javies are just such a deadly force. They've already got 50 kills. I'm sure we'll see how many they have by the end of this. I feel so sorry for for one, I guess the Tyrells defending here, but also the Lannisters just getting their spears chucked into their sides. That can't be a nice feeling to have. There we go, another volley coming in. They're throwing a bit slow now. They just need to be constant, rapid fire, boys. This is a life or death situation. You need to be throwing your spears off as fast as you can. They're actually killing a lot of their own men as well as the enemy. How's the pike engagement doing over here? Okay, neither side really coming out on top. But what these pikes should be working towards is just holding the enemy in place so that you can bring either infantry or cavalry round the back. If we take a look, the Lannisters have such good opportunities to move soldiers round. Just advance these forces up, come round the side and hit these guys. Or even just send this unit of spearmen who are now about to die on the pikes. Yeah, look at them. Some of them getting forward, but not really. Just send these spearmen round this far left flank. Obviously, it's a bit of a trek, but it's gonna be one of the only ways to break through pikes. And just come round here, then just beeline for them, surround them, and then they're gonna get slaughtered because they have nothing to really deal with. Or vice versa, move up these archers and deal with them. At the moment, the Lannister forces just don't really seem that coordinated. As well as that, they pretty much just sat here and took all of these missiles. Thankfully now, though, they are going to be charging down. But these levies have golden XP. They might be able to actually hold back the enemy as they come flying in right now. Pushing in with their spears first, and then using their spears just to push back the enemy. Now, these spearmen are outnumbered, but oh, some nice thrusts there. They're going to be killing these Javies pretty quickly, actually. I don't know, the Javies might actually win this. I don't really know who would win that engagement. But again, there's just so much more space they could be using, you know, just commit them round the side. The Lannister pikemen, how are they doing? The Lannister pikemen are actually really coming out on top here. Losing 7 men, whereas these Tyrell pikemen have lost over 25. But again, you look, these guys have killed 171, whereas these pikemen have killed 6. So, you know, a lot of their kills came from here, and also a lot of their damage came from here. I really just hope the Lannisters do start stepping up their game, pushing in more of their soldiers, because they really need to commit to this, as they actually do get broken back there. You can see the Lannisters or the Tyrells actually running back. This would be a perfect opportunity just to charge them down. The Tyrell pikemen are slow, whereas your spearmen are much faster. Just charge them, or bring up cavalry could be great as well. But we are going to see more and more men being pushed in, so I will bring this to you guys when the action does carry on. I assume we'll see these guys. Oh my god, the javelins are slaughtering them! Look at the numbers just drop down for the Lannisters. Just commit some men and kill them. Oh my god, the Lannisters are being absolutely ruined right now. They have lost 50 men, a third of this unit, just to some javelin men, who now have over 200 kills. Finally, though, the men-at-arms are going to be turning up. But again, they're just pikemen. We need some of these soldiers to come and help out. Oh my lord, commit these guys over here. There's some spearmen who could definitely help out here. But, I mean, these javelins have done their job at delaying the enemy. They're about to be completely enveloped, though, which is a shame. These guys fought very bravely, and they're going to be just... There's nowhere for them to run. This is like a Star Wars moment, as the walls just slowly close in. There is no escape for them. Pikes on either side, pikes on their back, and I imagine they'll be routing very soon. Yeah, the morale is not great. And neither are their numbers either, as the pikes just slowly move closer and closer and closer in. And there's the routing. So cool, I'll bring it to you guys. Oh no, the final assault has actually kicked off already, as more of the pikes do clash. So we will stay with it. I thought this was going to be a bit more delayed. But again, I just feel like the Lannisters should be committing all their men at one point. Because how many pikemen are left? There's spearmen, 1 unit of pikemen. There are some guardsmen and another unit of pikemen. So there's 2 units of pikemen and then some infantry. 3 units of pikemen. I feel like the Lannisters are just like, half their force is just standing there whilst one part of it attacks. Why doesn't everyone attack at once? I don't really understand why that's not the case, which is why I was a little bit, you know, shaken by cutting out parts of this battle. But overall, this battle has had some really interesting moments. So I do definitely appreciate still sending in the replay for sure. I would just like a bit more action-packed gameplay, if I'm honest. More people attacking all at once. Let's look at the numbers as well. How are the numbers looking? House Lannister have around about 1,800 men left, and the forces of House Tyrell have about 1,000. So they've definitely cut down the gap. And here we go. This is what we want to see. We want to see them attacking on both fronts, because if they can break through here, maybe catch House Tyrell off guard, kill these spearmen, who are they just going to be holding this position? Like, just with their backs to the wall? That'd be pretty cool. And I do definitely like how a lot of these Lannisters are just simply marching to battle. I think that's kind of cool, apart from the lighter infantry. Oh, wow. Yeah, they've been beaten back. And the missile fire, I guess, can't be nice either. Yeah, these crossbows have, or these longbows, sorry, have a perfect look down this alleyway right now. That is really nice. They have a perfect vision. Just a volley in there. The Tyrell pikemen just frosting where they can. It must be so hard to actually find a gap in the armor, if I'm honest. Because a lot of these spear thrusts will just be glancing off. I doubt it would be easy to pierce the Lannister army, especially of these pikemen. And I mean vice versa as well. I guess it'd be more of like a blunt trauma just to push them back more than anything. Because I doubt you'd be able to thrust that pike that far into the armor at all. Are these guys just falling back? They are. I think they're going to just decide just to shoot them, which is going to be a smart move. I think there's much... they have a lot of missiles up here. So we're just going to see the House Lannister open up their volleys, which I imagine will decimate these guys. No, why not? Just volley them. Oh my god, it's triggering me so hard. Sorry, I shouldn't be judging the other people's gameplay. You know, they're playing. He was kind enough to send this in. These archers are actually getting shot to pieces as well by the Tyrell archers, which are all the way back here. Luckily, though, the Tyrell archers are very low in ammunition. I really think House Lannister just need to just brute force their way in with their numbers they have left. And the archers should be focusing down the pikemen as well, just killing them. Because I imagine they'll be able to kill the pikemen really easily. Has Jaime Lannister entered the fortress yet? He has indeed. Yeah, why not just completely surround this point? Because this is going to be a really smart move here. Oh, yeah, this is a nice... Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to pause it. This is going to be a really good move here by the Tyrells. They've got their... Oh, look how deadly that pike wall looks. They're doing Battle of the Bastards style gameplay. And they are forming up nice shield walls and the pikemen. And there's only a few pikemen actually fighting. This is going to be hard to break forward. But what they need is their archers. They need their archers just to push in on this. They need them just to be volleying. But at the moment, they're just holding fire. And it seems there's not going to be any of them left to even use this ammunition. Yeah, they're literally just standing there and taking this missile fire. Why aren't you guys shooting? I mean, luckily, though, the Tyrells are running out of ammunition. Maybe they were just being ballsy. And they were like, yeah, we're going to make you use all your ammunition before we do attack. And I guess they're going to be trying to soften up this defensive testudo. But granted, the defensive testudo does have a pretty nice setup as it is. Really, really potent as you're repelling missiles. As more of the Tyrell infantry do come around here. And they also have the crossbows in the side. I don't think House Lannister has this battle. They easily could have won it, but I think with the support of these longbows coming on the side of the pikes and the way they've set up, I think there's just no way they can do it. I mean, maybe they can because they just have they don't even have that much the number advantage. All they need to do is break through one of these positions, which they might be able to do with this force, and then open up. But these pikemen could easily just move back. They have 3 units of pikemen right now, which they could use to blockade this. But these pikemen are moving down, which is smart. But again, they're just going to be pushing in. And, oh, they're actually going to be charging down, breaking formation. This could not be the best idea. If I was these guys, I would have just fallen back and let my pikemen take control. These archers, but yeah, they've just been slaughtered over here. So many of them. This formation is just held so nicely. Like, guys, this formation has just been so deadly at repelling the enemy assault. And we saw this in the first battle as well. I think Jamie did that last battle. He had his nice shield wall of spearmen and then his pikemen just behind it. And the pikes were coming over the shoulders of the spearmen. And it just did so much damage. These archers need to focus this position down. Oh, and also this tower as well. Cannot be nice. This tower is just shooting them in the back. That is pretty brutal. How's the morale looking? Morale is not looking great either. If they can break these pikemen who are now being surrounded. Oh, that's just going to be it for Jamie's forces. Only 4 minutes left of this battle. I'm glad I only had to cut out one section of the engagement as well. That's cool. I thought I'd have to cut out a lot more. But it's been pretty action-packed. There's just been a ton of just random things happening in the battle. Of just people not moving and taking advantages. The pikemen are just going to push down. That looks cool. With the Tyrell flags. I like that a lot. Men dropping to the ground. More reinforcements are moving up, but they're not going to be able to break through the pikes. They need their missiles to focus them down as the archer fire continues to rain down. We have some levies still left remaining. There's 200 of them, but if they're just going to run directly onto the pikes, then God help them. 5-7, that's exactly what they're doing. Oh my lord. Oh my god, what are you doing? Chill, dude. Take a chill pill and use your missiles. Wow, these guys are being absolutely slaughtered. And they still have some guardsmen melee, but they're not going to be able to break through these pikes at all. How are they doing on this far left flank? Again, being surrounded and just not using the whip. They have 3 units here. They could have easily made a long line there. Just look at the dead Lannister bodies there from all the missiles coming in and everything. Wow, if I was Jamie, I'd just retreat from this. What is Jamie going to do? Yeah, finally their archers are now peppering this position. Finally, but with the defensive testudo kind of acting as a shield wall for the pikemen, I doubt it's even going to be killing. And there's just so few archers left remaining as well. I honestly don't really see this doing that much damage.
One of our units can no longer fire.
The Lannisters are going to be breaking down. Mace Tyrell is actually leading the charge. Wow, if Mace Tyrell dies now, I'm gonna cry, I think. There is like no way that the House Tyrell should lose this battle. They're like easily defeating the enemy over here. Granted, there are still some spearmen being pushed up here. I guess the pikemen got routed. There is no way they should lose. Mace just needs to sit back behind his lines and wait. As more of the cavalry does go toe-to-toe. Yeah, what's going to happen? There's only a minute left of this battle. I think Jamie's going to come in and that's going to be it. Or is Mace just going to die? Is Jamie going to run directly onto pikes? Let's hope not. Or is he going to surrender? Or what? I think Jamie's going to surrender. Well, no, Jamie's going into pikes. Please don't go into pikes. For the love of God, don't go into pikes. Because Mace Tyrell is apparently here somewhere. I don't really know where the rest of his unit is. Oh, they're pushing out. Is he just... Oh, Mace Tyrell is dismounted. Cool, let's find him. Let's find Mace Tyrell on the battlefield. He's leading the men forward. What a brave, brave man. I don't think he's dead yet. No, there he is. There he is, dismounted. He's a little bit skinnier. Oh, hey, maybe that's just his armor. As Jamie, yes, does go directly on the pikes. Oh, my God, the slaughter. Jamie, absolute madman. And there we have it. I think Jamie is about to die and his forces. It was a draw. Oh, the timer ran out. Oh my God, the actual timer ran out. That's how slow this battle was. Holy crap. That is funny. But yeah, I think the Tyrells 100% had that battle towards the end of it. I can't believe how that the timer actually ran out. So let's go check out the kills. So yeah, that wasn't the best tactical battle in the world. There was a lot of sloppy mistakes and the battle was extremely slow. But I think we got some really cool action-packed moments in it. And I really appreciate the people who did send it in to actually send it in. You know, it was fun. So thank you guys a lot. If you guys have any good Seven Kingdoms battles and want to send them in, make sure to go over to my Discord and find my battle replay section. And just give me a little description about the battle. You know, what is it? What happened? And also just let me know how long the battle is as well. That'd be great. So we look at the kills, we can just see the slaughter that happened on the Reach's side, getting so many kills across their entire army. I don't think there's a single unit which really did that badly. This unit of pikemen not even being deployed. The Lannister army, however, looks destroyed. I guess just Jamie, after the death of his father, just fell to pieces and just couldn't command this battle one bit. And that cavalry, man, that cavalry, I think, literally won them the battle. Taking out the artillery and taking out the archers was just crazy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to drop a like and a comment down below if you did. And I'll see you guys next time. And fish out.